Hello Aquarius, it is time for your mid-October update. We're going to start off with an oracle card to see what it is you need to know about the second half of this month, or what message you need most right now. Just let me be. Liberation. Free spirit, wild, authentic. And be you. It is very important that you don't compromise too much of yourself as you're coming into the second half of the month. So it feels like there may be some challenges or some pushback. It's fine to compromise a little bit and make sure both sides have benefits, but you don't want to cede all of your everything that you want to make the other party happy. So I think this is a warning against people pleasing here in the second half of the month, or at least at a minimum, be aware when you're doing it, and maybe you can catch yourself and pull back a little bit if you need to. Kind of a feeling too of needing to protect your space a little bit. So I don't know if somebody decides that they're coming to town and they're just inviting themselves to stay at your place while they're in town, you may need to say, no, that's not going to happen. I'll visit with you, but you may not invade my space, stay in my home while you're here. Which could be hard, but that might be a situation like that or something along those lines where you have to say no. Or maybe you need to compromise and say, well, this weekend you can stay at my place, but you need to stay there or with somebody else the other weekends. All right. Your tarot cards. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Hanged Man. So if I take a quick look at these, we're starting and ending with Major Arcana cards, which is, this is a significant point of growth or shift in how your attitude or beliefs in this time period. And in the middle, we have a couple of cups. So imagination, intuition is going to play a key part. And perhaps even a person, a younger person. But you've been working, you're assessing. And maybe this is why, because you're going through this period of assessment, this is where you're ready now to start putting up those boundaries for yourself. So let's get into this. We're starting with the Wheel of Fortune here. The Wheel of Fortune is indicating that change is inevitable. The wheel is always turning. If it isn't turning, that would mean something is wrong, that you are stuck where you're at and you cannot move. Your life is paralyzed, which does not happen. Humans are just not built that way. Something is always changing. Something is always evolving. If not around us, then within us. It's just who we are and who we're meant to be. We evolve. As the wheel turns, we turn. So I do feel strongly that this is representing you as a person. And I think this recognition is just coming to you, perhaps, that you cannot keep doing things the same way you always have. You cannot keep accepting responsibility for things that are not yours to be responsible for. You're ready to make this change. This is that shift in you. So the wheel is moving forward for you. And you're ready to roll with it. You're ready to make this shift. You're on board. This may be something that you've just noticed this recently for yourself, that this has changed for you. And you're not going to put up with being the catch-all. For some reason that wants to come in. The person who's always catching the hard stuff for everybody else. You need to step out of the way and let them deal with their hard stuff on their own so that you can move your life forward. All right. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is an earth element, which is indicating this could be work, this could be home life, this could have to do with finances. But this is a point of analysis. How are things working? What is working? What isn't working? What just needs to be tweaked? What do I need to get rid of? What else do I want to bring in? This is a gardener evaluating their crop and trying to determine, is this the crop they want to continue to work with? Is this the crop that's working best for them? Do they need to change, go into a crop rotation? Do they need to change what it is they're planting? Do they need to change how often they're watering, etc., etc., etc.? A point of evaluation and analysis where you're going to make some decisions on the changes you want to make. And those changes with this Ace of Cup here are going to be driven, or should be driven, by the way you feel about them. And you may discover as you're going through that analysis that there are some things you really don't like in there, and you just don't want to keep doing those anymore. There's a sense of freedom in that. Recognizing that. Acknowledging that if you don't like it, you don't need to do it. Freedom. This Ace of Cups feels like you're just springing forward and feeling free. You're feeling more loose. You're feeling very good about life and the potential now that's opening up before you that you haven't been able to see before because you've been so mired in everybody else's gunk that you were stuck there. But you're moving your life forward. You're unsticking. You are moving. You are gaining. You are growing. You know after this analysis what you do and don't want in your life. And this is new for you because this is a change. There is this sense of freedom in here. There is a feeling of the shackles falling away. And it can be a little bit overwhelming. There may be some tears in there, which are good. That's releasing that icky energy and making room for better, more joyous energy to come in. So this just feels like an outpouring or an overabundance of, I wish I had done this sooner. But you're doing it exactly when you're meant to. You're finding this part of yourself exactly when you're meant to. Enjoy that. Feel that feeling of liberation. I just tied those together. Usually I'm quicker than that. Liberation. Yes. There's that feeling of freedom and just let me be. This is my space. This is my life. I'll live it the way that I need to for me. And it feels good. And then we have this Page of Cups energy. The Page of Cups are young and fresh. Aces are also new energy, kind of quick coming. This is going to be like oh my goodness, this is exactly what I've always wanted in life, and now here it is before me. Page of Cups, this is young energy, so this could be a younger person in your life, or at least somebody with young energy, a little naive. This is a new thing to them. This is new experiences. They don't know a lot about it. They have zero experience in it. But their imagination can go wild. Their emotions could be all over the place. Here they're imagining a fish in a cup that they've captured from the sea. And it's there and it's talking to them. Listening to your intuition, listening to your inner voice, your inner muse. Where is that sending you? Where does it want you to go? Play. Have a little fun. Do something creative. Enjoy yourself, especially in your space that you are claiming for yourself. And then here at the end of the month, we have the Hanged Man. So this has been it's definitely a shift. The people around you are probably a little shook and maybe pushing back and forth and trying to get you to budge and acquiesce to, because that's what's always done in the past, but you're not having it. So you I'm feeling here with the Hanged Man, this is you're like sitting back, relaxed in your chair, maybe your arms are crossed and you're just snuggled in and having a good time and letting everybody do what they need to do to adjust. Not trying to help them adjust, letting them adjust to your needs for a change. This is putting yourself in a willful state of suspension or into kind of a timeout, but not in a negative way. It's kind of a point of observation to see how others are reacting, and perhaps once you observe and see exactly what they're doing, you may decide eventually beyond this point that something has to change within your relationships too. But for now, you're just going to sit back in your space and let everybody else deal with the fallout on their own, because it is not your responsibility to take care of their emotions. I know that can be very hard, but it is not your responsibility to make them feel better or to, again, cede your space, your life to their needs. This is a time where you're taking care of yourself and taking care of your needs and your space. And it's well deserved. Okay, Aquarius, that is what I have for you for your mid-October update. Please hit that like button. Please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel and share this with others. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.